Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. So this week is Extraction 2. It is currently just past midnight on Sunday night. This is a last minute recording. It's actually technically Monday now, so need to get this video in. Luckily I have tomorrow off work. But yeah, Extraction, the first one, I enjoyed it. It was good. It was a decent action movie with a simple plot, but you know, it was good for what it was. And Chris Hemsworth was great, so I am not surprised that they did a green light for the sequel. And apparently, based off what I've heard, Extraction 2 is even better. It levels up, even on the action as well. Apparently there's like a really long action sequence, like a one-take action sequence, like 70 minutes long or something. Apparently it's really good. Apparently, not just that scene, but in general, the action is incredible in this. Apparently it's one of the best action movies of... What did it say? Did he say this century, this decade, or this year? I can't remember. But someone said it's one of the best action movies. It's like the best, not the best, but someone said it's one of the best action movies in a while, in terms of like the actual fight scenes. But yeah, I've heard that's good, and I've heard the action movie is good as well, just not just the fighting. But obviously it's an action movie, so you'd expect action. But I've heard the action's very good is the point, and I've heard it's a level up on the first one. Do I agree with that? Well, let me watch it and let me see. I really like how they got straight to the point with what happened at the end of the first one, because the end of the first one was a bit of a cliffhanger sort of mystery ending. Like, is he alive, is he not? They properly like answered what happened with him. Wait, hang on, I just see it. Wait, I mentioned wait. It showed what happened with him at the end of the first one and connected all of it to the second movie, and it's done perfectly, straight to the point. You'd expect it, to be honest, but you know, sometimes movies just do it in the wrong way. So yeah, that was good. Anyway, what I was gonna say is Chris Hemsworth, obviously he's obviously Australian, and his character is also Australian in this movie. I just saw him watching an AFL game in the movie. On my main channel, I make videos about a sport called AFL, so it's quite cool seeing AFL in a movie as well, considering it's not that popular outside of Australia, so I think that's awesome. I didn't know Idris Elba was in this one. That's a nice surprise. Yeah, okay, I just watched the sequence, that sequence, so it's like, it starts off as a prison break, except it's not a prison break. There's people captive inside a prison that he's got to extract. So the whole story is him trying to take these innocent people out of there through a lot of, you know, it's a corrupt prison run by corrupt people as well. So they got to get through pretty much every obstacle possible in the prison. All the exits are closed. So you got to get through this prison and then get out of there, and then also get out of the country as well. It's one whole big sequence, like most of it's one take, and it's really cool how they filmed it. That was amazing. It was tense. I don't know how long it was, to be honest. It felt like half an hour. It felt like one big scene, but it was an incredible piece of action. And the way they filmed it, they made it look like it was all in one take as well, which I think was really cool. I was just like, wow, this is really flowing. Not really any cuts here and there. It was really good. My word, that was incredible. This is already better than the first one, and I'm not even halfway through, I don't think. My word, I'm almost halfway through. I'm 10 minutes away from halfway through, but still, that whole prison break and escape sequence, so good. That was so good. I want to watch that again, actually, to be honest. Eventually that'll be on YouTube in a few years and I'll just be watching that scene over and over again. This Sandro kid is very annoying. He needs to get punched in the face, but he probably won't, judging by the way the movie's going. That entire skyscraper scene was incredible. Again, a long sequence, but it wasn't done the same way. It wasn't like one big long shot, but still, like, as a action sequence, it was pretty incredible, that whole skyscraper scene. And there's like, it's not even, we're not at the end yet, there's still half an hour left, so there's so much that could happen. But pretty much this movie's had two action scenes that have been very long. And they have made the movie. The movie's been incredible because of those two scenes. And when you think about it, the movie's been basically 2 or 3 scenes, which is quite interesting. It's the intro and then the 2 action scenes. That's essentially, and it's been so good. It's been an hour and a half of craziness. It does have some emotional moments too, though. Like some of the moments of the characters. Not going to spoil anything, but there are some real sad moments as well. So despite, you know, just having good action, it also has some good story and characters in it, and some good storytelling as well. So yeah, and it all comes together, you know. Hopefully they stick the landing, because so far so good. Yeah, that was an interesting climax, an interesting ending afterwards as well. The final few scenes, Tyler gets a bit of closure from his past, and there's a bit of a tease at the end, which should mean Extraction 3 is coming. But yeah, Idris Elba's character mentioned that he worked for someone, and that's sort of like a cliffhanger, like there's someone coming. Some sort of boss. I don't know if he's friendly or enemy, I don't know, but they've teased some sort of big character for the third one. I don't know who, what, where, why, when, or how, but yeah, I look forward to it if it is coming out. So yeah, that was good. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. That was incredible. Yeah, the action was insane, and the villains were very brutal. Sandro's very annoying, but overall incredible. With that whole prison break scene, that was unreal. The best action movie of the year still goes to John Wick 3. In my opinion, John Wick 3 is still number one, but this one's got to be, in terms of like pure action, this one might be second after John Wick 3. No, it's John Wick 4. Sorry, was it John Wick 4 this year, wasn't it? Sorry, I've lost count of John Wicks. Every John Wick is great, but John Wick 4 was this year. That was the best action movie, but this, I think, will come second for sure. This is in terms of like pure action, but yeah, very good. Big improvement on the first one as well. I like the first one, but this one's so much better as a movie in general, and the action's leveled up. So it's really fun to watch, and I recommend it if you like action and Chris Hemsworth. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be?